Yo, Levatos, thanks again for tuning in to yet another video Infamous coming at you live from the West Coast yet again, San Jose, California. Let's go ahead and get on with the topic of this video. Of course, for some reason, we've been seeing a lot of problems with the 2022s. People are having multiple issues, engine lights, codes, leaks. I don't know. For some reason, it's just, I don't know what's going on. I don't know if Harley's trying new components. We know that they've been altering the pump for the last, how many, since 2017, 4 years, since the last 4 years, they've been changing the pump. They've been trying to redesign it. They've been trying to improve it, of course, but are they going to recall these bikes? Absolutely not. They're going to let you completely brick your engine just so they can sell you a new engine, so they can sell you and profit again after you've already purchased the bike from them, of course, and then only for it to have major issues. Have you guys seen Marvel Kid? Have you guys seen Moto Blonde? If you guys have seen, Andrew from Late Laws, we're talking about massive, major fails. And so this is just one of the posts from a 2022. Like I said, I haven't had many issues with my Lowrider S. I've owned it for about almost 3 years. Yet again, but keep in mind I do own 3 bikes, so I do average out my miles throughout all the different bikes I own. So this is just something that he wanted to just bring some attention to in the Facebook group, mainly because he was kind of complaining when he went in for his 10K service at the dealership. They told him, hey buddy, you only had 1.5 quart left in your Milwaukee 8. That's pretty low. You typically put in about 4 quarts in these things. So, where's the oil going? It's burning it up. It's eating it, through your intake. You have breather bolts that throws the oil into your intake, into your engine, into your combustion. I mean, you're burning oil. So, it is what it is. This is the way these bikes have been designed, and this is just the traditional push rod design that Harley has, and of course EPA and CARB and a lot of different things. But I'm pretty sure EPA is not going to be happy about hearing that 60% of your oil is being burnt and flown out to the atmosphere. So let's just go ahead and read this. I guess this is just something that happens so much that Harley has a whole printout for this, for your Milwaukee 8 oil consumption. And I'm guessing, the dealerships, they have this on hand just so they could give it to their employees. And this is pretty much, one of those things where you have a complaint about it and they just kind of tell you, hey, this is what Harley says. This is what the manufacturer's saying. You could read this and, hands are clean. That's it is. It is pretty much that. I have an issue with my rotors. They have pulsating. I looked into it, and Harley's pretty much saying, hey, there's a tolerance for how uneven the rotors are, and as long as it's under 0.008 of an inch, it's okay, deemed by Harley. So it's okay for your front end to shake like this every time you're slowing down, because hey, you know what? Our tolerances are a little bit higher now because our quality of our bikes are garbage. I mean,
this is a bummer, man. That's a bummer.
Anyways, let's just go ahead and read into this real quick. Customer complaining of oil usage, also referred to oil consumption. So like I said, this is happening so much that the dealerships are just giving out this little, card. Hey, call this number, 1-800 number, and 1-800 we don't care. Call this number if you have a complaint about your oil being low at the end of your 5,000 interval. So maybe this is a warning for you guys. Maybe you're someone out there, and instead of changing your oil at 5,000, change it at 3,000. Make sure you don't run your engine dry. I also made a video about probably checking your oil at the gas station. It's super easy. They have paper towels, and as long as you ride it for about 20 to 30 minutes, pull over, fill your gas tank, and then check your oil. NorCal mentioned, hey, if you're riding, anywhere from 400 miles per day plus, it's a good idea for you to bring your oil, bring a couple quarts, just just to be on the safe side, and you're not running your engine low on oil, because the sumping, the pickup. I'm not gonna get into the details, but anyways, oil consumption is the rate of oil used by any engine as measured by the volume of oil consumed over a certain distance. Consumption is function of vehicle mileage, usage, environment, service history, oil type, procedure used to check and fill engine oil. So I mean, if you're taking your bike to the dealership, they're using certified oil, whatever that means. It's just a mumbo jumbo. Most of the oils are gonna function the way that they should. The weight is something based on temperature and probably the season. Maybe your dealership's gonna recommend a specific weight of oil during the summer, and then maybe they'll change that during the winter, colder riding temperature. And also another thing is, depending on the mileage on your engine, they might recommend a different weight. So always check in with your dealership and see what they recommend based on the weather and the miles. So resolution, customers may not realize that all engines have some normal rate of oil consumption. I don't know if 60% is normal. That seems kind of high to me, but it is what it is. All right, determine the wear and tear. Determine the wear-in period and mileage. New vehicles that have not had sufficient wear and mileage experience higher oil consumption than vehicles that pass wear and period. So this is just something in the Facebook group people have mentioned. Typically, I think, I just don't know about 10,000 miles, because this guy's saying this is his 10K service. I think it should be less than what he's losing. He's losing about 3 quarts of oil in those 5,000 miles. So I think there must be something wrong. But of course, Harley, if you guys know FTC, the warranty issue, this is a 2022. This is a 2022 unlimited miles. This guy still has warranty, and if the dealership or Harley does not want to repair or fix this, if they think, hey, it's not a big issue, it's already 10,000 miles. What are you guys talking about? This isn't a new engine. It's been almost around the world. The surface, the circumference of the globe is 14,000 miles. It's almost been around the world once. Anyways, let's move on to the higher mileage vehicles that have accumulated high mileage to continuous severe use conditions can exhibit higher oil consumption. So wait a minute. So if it's a new vehicle, it's expected. If it's a older vehicle, maybe a higher mileage vehicle, then it's also expected. So regardless if it has 1,000 miles or if it has 30,000 miles, it's gonna, it is what it is. You guys are pretty much effed, and Harley's not gonna do anything about it. So maybe FTC can probably address this, or maybe EPA can step in and make them fix this what's going on. So is there anything else? I believe there's a little bit more at the bottom. Determine how the vehicle is being used. Frequent and long idle times with low cooling air availability and large amounts of hard acceleration can cause oil consumption. Yeah, because I guess you have the intake and it's sucking in more oil because of the vacuum. So maybe if you're riding it hard, I guess it could be because of the higher RPMs. I guess. So I guess don't ride your Harley hard. Don't ride your Harley and around the city. Don't ride your Harley on highways. Don't ride your Harley at all. And it should fix the oil consumption. So just leave your Harley in the garage. Don't ride it, and you won't have to worry about the oil being burnt. Yeah, it's fixed. Hey, guys, you guys should have just hired me as your spokesman. I could have fixed this for you. You guys don't need this mumbo jumbo piece of paper. Determine the environment on which the vehicle is ridden. High ambient temperatures. So I guess high altitude can also change that as well. So I don't know. You guys go and leave your comments down below. Let me know what you guys think. But like I said, it seems like the tolerance for quality has been slacking.
I'm sorry, our company doesn't work that way.
Anyways, hey, thanks for tuning in to yet another video. This is just me, I guess, ranting and expressing my distrust. If you guys seen a lot of my videos, Harley's, I mean, Harley doesn't really care as far as recalls, warranty. I don't know. I mean, are we in the AMF days? Probably not as bad, but I mean, with these sort of things, kind of like this, and of course with this sort of thing, I don't know. I mean, Harley needs to, tighten up, get the control, get the quality of control, just bring it in. All right, you guys got to represent a brand. I mean, these are made in the United States, so you guys gotta, I don't know, you guys gotta put out a little bit more better reputation, because if your bikes are gonna be consistently failing and they're gonna be kind of like this, and you have no support for your product as far as recalls and honoring people's warranties, so what's the point of us even buying your product if you don't even trust it yourself? You guys just stay out there, stay safe, don't believe everything you read, life's a risk, get out there and ride. Later.